Greetings, pet parents. My name is Chelsea Rivera, and I'm here today to talk to you about best practices when purchasing your first CBD pet product. And as always, I have my trusty assistant, Baby Rose. Although I cannot guarantee that I'm going to keep her here the entire time, because not only is she incredibly heavy at 5 pounds, I don't work out much. She rolled in something today that I'm pretty sure at one point had a pulse, and so I can smell her from here. Hi. It's funny because she's a 5-pound multi-poo, and I think she's so dainty and so ladylike until she rolls in something that I can't identify for multiple reasons, and then I'm like, oh wait, you're a dog. Just a dog, just an ordinary dog, trying to eat food. Okay, nope, can't do it. You smell too bad. Okay. All right, so let's just jump right into it. So if you're watching this video, you are probably already aware that CBD is this amazing growing trend that has changed the lives of millions of people and animals around the world. And not surprisingly, a lot of people have tried to jump on this bandwagon in terms of selling, even places that have no business doing so. Look, everyone can benefit from CBD, but not everybody needs to be selling it. For instance, you probably don't want to buy CBD from the dollar store, your Facebook friend from high school that's now involved in an MLM, your weird uncle who's trying to start a business. Look, you may be thinking, but Chelsea, I love my local dollar store. Why can't I buy CBD oil at my dollar store? It's the best. If you're asking me that question, we have deeper problems. But let's just start with the fact that it's cheap for a reason. But when it comes to your pet's health, do you really want a bargain hunt? I mean, look, I love Groupons, but there are certain things I don't want to get on a Groupon. Surgery, medical procedures, anything involving needles. I'm sorry, but it's true. Certain places have no business selling CBD oil. And here's the reason why. Not all CBD oil is created the same. The truth of the matter is that there are just some people out there who are trying to make a dollar bill. That's Skrilla. Make that paper. You feel me? And while there's nothing wrong trying to make an honest living, it is very important that buyer beware. But it's hard. I mean, there are a lot of companies out there, CBD aside, that have flashy marketing and amazing Instagram posts and pretty websites, and we go off of that a lot of the time, and we need to do better as consumers. I mean, think about it. Fire Festival looked like it was gonna be a blast, and then they got cheese sandwiches, not even grilled. Those buyers didn't beware. Sorry, I just got done watching the Netflix documentary and my brain is like, whoa! Whoa! Anyways, back on track. So I'm going to cover 6 best practices that you should take into consideration when making a CBD pet product purchase. Numero uno on the list, it needs to be hemp-derived. So for the majority of you out there, you probably live in states where marijuana is not yet legal. So this doesn't really apply to you because any CBD you purchase is going to be derived from hemp. Now, if you live in California, for instance, you need to make sure that the CBD you purchase is derived from hemp and not the marijuana plant. So I do not want to hear about you going to your local dispensary and buying, a CBD vape pen and then doing a little, puff, puff. Because while THC does have medical benefits for people, it is unsafe for dogs and cats and animals. Just don't do it. Don't do it for the gram, don't do it for the snacky chatty, just don't do it at all. It's not cute and it's not actually gonna benefit your pet. Number 2 on the list, you want to make sure that the CBD oil you're getting is full spectrum. What does that mean? So in the world of CBD oil, there's full spectrum CBD and there's CBD isolate. CBD isolate is just pure CBD, no other cannabinoids. And the consensus used to be that that was the way to go. It was pure CBD, there was nothing else in it, and that's what people wanted. After all, it was more potent, so it had to have worked better, right? Wrong! In 2015, a study came out that showed that full spectrum CBD was actually the more effective form of CBD. So full spectrum CBD is not only just CBD, but a blend of other cannabinoids as well. This is known as the entourage effect. So make sure when you're investigating a company that that their CBD oil is full spectrum and not isolate. Next on the list, you want to make sure that your pet treat or your CBD oil is all natural. I mean, think about it. You're opting for CBD oil because you want to avoid some of the harsh man-made chemicals that come with conventional medication. So if you turn around and use CBD oil where the company, sourced hemp that was treated with fungicides and pesticides and solvents, that's not very all natural. In fact, it turns out that a lot of these pesticides and fungicides that are commonly used on crops can cause more harm than good. They're very toxic to your pet, so you just want to make sure that when you get your CBD oil, it needs to be all natural. Next on the list is lab tested. So basically, the company you're dealing with should be able to provide you with a certificate of analysis. You can think of it as a CBD report card. It's gonna tell you exactly how much CBD is in the product, and you're gonna want a high score. And if a company gives you a hard time about providing a certificate of analysis, that's not a good sign. I mean, think about it. When you were in school, if you were a nerd and got good grades, like this girl, you probably sprinted home so you could wave your report card in your parents' face and then celebrate by playing 6 hours of Donkey Kong. What? Just me? However, if you were one of those cool slacker kids that I so desperately wanted to be friends with, you probably didn't do so hot on your report card, meaning you probably didn't run home and show it to your parents first thing.
What is in my report card?
Same thing with the certificate of analysis. If a company's making it really hard for you to see it, not a good sign. Okay, we're gonna get very Gwyneth Paltrow for a second. You want to make sure that your CBD oil is non-GMO. What are GMOs? Basically, GMOs are genetically modified organisms. Some common GMO foods include corn, soybean, canola, sugar beets, among many others. Look, it's no secret that my dog was artificially made in a lab to perfection. I mean, oh, you're so perfect, oh God, you still smell so bad. But just because my dog was made in a lab to perfection does not mean that I want to give her genetically modified organisms, which is exactly what GMO is. Why does this matter so much? Because GMO foods are bad for you and for your pet. In fact, studies show that GMO foods can have a majorly negative effect on your pet. Studies show that GMO foods can cause damage to vital organs, your stomach lining, even cause reproductive issues and problems with the immune system. There's also a strong link between GMO foods and cancer and other degenerative diseases. I mean, who wants to deal with that? Not I, Captain.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So very important whenever you're looking at food or treats or CBD oil for your pet, you're going to want to make sure the label has a non-GMO sticker, or at the very least doesn't contain a lot of those popular GMO foods like corn and soy. Last on the list is price point. Look, you get what you pay for. So if you happen upon a company that is selling CBD oil for $1 because you're at the dollar store, don't set your expectations too high. Your CBD oil should not break the bank, but at the same time, just be reasonable with your expectations. Honest Paws customers, for instance, pay roughly $2 a day to consistently give their pet CBD. That's less than Starbucks. And as we know, CBD is best used when used consistently. Look, at the end of the day, we just want you to make the best choice for your pet, even if that means you don't want to go with Honest Paws. However, if you do click the description to visit honestpaws.com, we can promise you that we check all of those boxes. We are hemp-derived, full spectrum, all natural, non-GMO, lab tested, and as I mentioned, we have an amazing price point. The truth is, at Honest Paws, we are all pet owners, like every single one of us. It's crazy. So we understand exactly how much your pet means to you. This stinky dog runs my entire world. I mean, she bosses me around. Seriously, she runs the house. So if you want to try the #1 CBD pet product on the market, click the link in the description. Honest Paws checks all these boxes, and in addition to providing a top-notch product, we also have the best customer support team on earth. Seriously, sometimes I just go to honestpaws.com and I'll start chatting with one of them. Not about anything in particular, just the weather, what's going on in the world, the Fire Festival documentary. Seriously, Hit them up, they are awesome and so smart. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please like and maybe subscribe. I mean, come on, don't you want to be the first to know when we drop a new video? I mean, you could be the king or queen about knowing about CBD for pets. You could go to a party and be like, hey party goers, you guys want to learn about holistic medicine? And then everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, you're so cool. Look, I'm just trying to help you be more popular.